and it's isolation up the inside. And the ball was handed to number 22, which is
Jonah Jeffries.
And Jeffries was stopped. Actually, it looked almost like for a loss of 1.
It was.
And it moved it back. And that's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Rams.
And it was tackled. Big stop was by number 51.
51, yes.
And
he
that
shot
was
right inside.
Alton Freeman.
Yes, sir. Freeman made a big stop. He hit him behind the line. So as they're getting ready for the next play, that's number 15. I get trying to remember. I'm terrible with names, Coach. That's Kepler under center. 22 is now the fullback, and the ball's handed off to 21, and 21 runs inside on the isolation play up the middle, and 21 is Carmelo Adams. Carmelo Adams carried the ball across the 50-yard line to the Griffins' 47-yard line, where it will be, looks like a 3rd and 4 for the Rams. Each team's getting their signals from the sideline. The huddle is fixing to break for the Rams as they're coming. They're not coming to the line of scrimmage quite as fast as they were earlier.
No, they got wide splits on the left right now.
Yes, sir, and it's wing to the right in motion. Ball's handed off to the inside. Quick isolation to the left, and that's going to be look like a first down there, Coach. They're going to mark the ball at the Griffins' 41-yard line. That quick hitter is what's being successful for them.
Right.
Anything that they're having to take time to allow Thomas Jefferson to penetrate and get across the line of scrimmage is giving them an opportunity to make the play. But the quick hitter is not giving
isolation and the little fullback trap real quick like.
Yes, sir. Kepler comes under center again. This is refreshing to see this. They've got a double wing, 2 tights, fullback in the middle, motion to the right from number 21, tall sweep, and he's coming to the right side. But like I said, that gave Thomas Jefferson time to be able to penetrate and fight off the block. I'm saying this, and it sounds as if maybe I'm being critical, but I'm not. It's just that they're just not making contact on the blocks, and they're not holding the blocks.
Right.
That's why they're getting there. That's the end of the first quarter, and that leaves us here at in Avondale with Thomas Jefferson 8 and Highland Tech 0. We will be back in 30 seconds for the second quarter here at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy.
Get the first weather forecast at 6:05 here on 100.9 FM 590 AM WCAB Rutherfordton. There are so many insurance agencies out there, but to find a dependable one that you can really trust, that would be Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance. They are your full-service agency offering auto, business, homeowners, health, and life. They are an independent agency that cares about their customers, and it shows. With Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance, you are in good hands. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, with 2 locations to serve you. 719 South Lafayette Street in Shelby at 704-480-7288 or 116 North Main Street in Boiling Springs at 704-434-7867. Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance Agency, serving one satisfied customer at a time.
Welcome you back to WCAB's version of Thursday Night Football with Rick and Randy, and we're here with the score: Thomas Jefferson 8 and Highland Tech 0. Highland Tech has the ball, and they have been driving. They're inside the 40-yard line of Thomas Jefferson here, which is being marked at the 38 of Thomas Jefferson, and they have been running a steady ground game, which is, with the quick hitters, they're very successful, but anything that takes some time to develop, Thomas Jefferson gets time to be able to make the tackle. So we're up here with Kepler, number 15, under center, and traditional wing tee set.
Oh,
and that's going to counter Trey inside, and that's number 6. He's on the move right here. He's going down the left side as they head him off, and the ball looks like it's going to be marked at the 16-yard line of the Griffins, and that will be a first down for Highland Tech. The Rams are on the move, Coach.
That's right. 21-yard run off of that.
looked like Santiago, number 18, made the tackle over here for the Griffins, and he saved a touchdown.
Yeah, that counter trade is opened right up.
Yes, sir.
They run a motion for a toss sweep, and TJ went across with it, and they just come and kick the end out.
Well, their pursuit was so strong.
Oh, yes.
The first indication of a ball going to the right, everybody went to the right, and then he just slid underneath that. He really didn't have to trap anybody.
No.
Ball's handed off by Kepler to number 22 up the middle, but this time with the isolation and the quick hitter, it didn't seem to hit quite as quick.
Oh, no.
And that was Jonah Jeffries, and Jeffries was actually stopped at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Well, they actually are saying he lost 2 yards. That one slipped in on me. That ball's moved all the way back to the 19, but the officials are having a discussion here. Not sure about what, but I don't see a flag on the play, but they are having a discussion.
Huh?
They're bringing the ball back up toward the 14-yard line to 13-yard line. Personal foul.
Well, it's still not going. Oh, they're marking it for personal foul. I didn't see anything.
Gracious, I did not see that flag because the official has it in his hand.
Yes.
Oh, that's a new one. So the ball is moved all the way down to the 6-yard line of Thomas Jefferson, where Highland Tech will have a 1st and goal from the 6. And Kepler, number 15, is under center with 22. Jeffries behind him. The ball is tossed sweep to the right, and Jeffries is taking the ball inside the 5. Looks like he's about inside the 3, maybe 2.5. He's just inside the 3-yard line, so that's going to bring up about 2 3/4 to be able to score a touchdown. It's 2nd down, and we'll say 3. They finally got that flipped around.
Oh, yeah. The box looks like it's on 4, but the ball's definitely on 3.
Yeah, I know. It is. It is. Kepler, number 15, up under center. 2 wings. One fullback. Number 6 goes in motion to the right. Handoff quick inside to number 22. And he is stopped short of the goal line.
He might have lost. Well, one guy's marking him onto 3, the other's marking 4.
He might have lost a foot. That ball was to Jeffries again, number 22, and he was stopped about a foot shorter of the line of scrimmage. So that brings up 3rd down and 3. So the Griffin defense, the announcer is getting them fired up, trying to get the fans involved. And Kepler, number 15, is ready to get under center. He takes it, and we have a I formation.
Delay game.
It appeared to be a toss sweep to the left, but there was a delay of game penalty. It's going to mark them back 5. That's going to take it back to the 8-yard line, which will be 3rd and goal from the 8. 3rd and goal from the 8.
Now, again, if they're going to spread it back out, they only attempted one pass so far. Yes. And it was incomplete. So
there's 9:03 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
We got to do it again. Let's make some noise. Support that defense out there.
Still
Kepler comes up, and we still got a wing to the right. 2 backs, handed inside. 22 carries the ball all the way down to appears to be the 2-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 2 for a touchdown. And I assume since they didn't try a field goal last time, they're going for it again.
I would say so too.
This is a big play for Highland Tech right here. If they get in, that's going to give them momentum. But if they don't, then that's going to absolutely give Thomas Jefferson a lot of momentum.
Okay, so we 2nd timeout.
Okay, we have a timeout here for Highland Tech. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll return to Thursday Night Football with WCAB with Rick and Randy. And Thomas Jefferson 8 and Highland Tech 0.
Robbins Auto Parts is your auto parts headquarters, located at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta. They're your team of professional auto parts dealers for Rutherford County. They have a commitment to serving their customers with the auto parts they need, both new and used. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Visit them today at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta or call them at 828-657-5732. Robbins Auto Parts keeps you rolling.
WCAB Rutherfordton.
Back here with Thomas Jefferson returning for defense on the 2-yard line, and Highland Tech is coming out. Thomas Jefferson in the lead 8-0. Highland Tech is trying to score. It's 4th and 2, which is actually 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. And they're lined up in a wing to the right, I formation. Ball's handed off quick to the inside.
I think he got him.
And I believe he got inside. Yes, the referees put the hands up for touchdown. And as every time I see my grandson Everett, he's holding them hands up in the air, and I'll tell him all the time, touchdown. So that's for Highland Tech as they have gotten closer here. That makes the score now Thomas Jefferson 8 and Highland Tech 6. And I assume that they're going to go for 2 also.
The first drive they had was aided by a 15-yard penalty, and that drive there was aided by a 15-yard penalty also.
Yes, sir. All right, they've got a really, really big number 30. Is that a 32? Young man.
Looks like 75.
75, it is, and they handed off to 75.
Oh, and it stopped him, too.
And they have stacked him up and stopped him short of the goal line. He got about to the 1.5-yard line, and then they drove him backwards.
That's a man.
He is a big young man right there. He sure was, but Thomas Jefferson rose up. They were outsized there with that young man, and but they stacked him up and put him back.
He is a freshman.
Oh, really?
Doesn't give you size.
It doesn't say his size. Well, it says 275. Or is that him?
No, it was 71, wasn't it?
No, 75.
75, I'm sorry.
275.
Yeah, 275. 6'5",
He's 6'5", 275.
Big man.
And that was Cooper Morrow. Cooper Morrow for Highland Tech. But Highland Tech here, they have closed the gap from 2 points here with Thomas Jefferson leading 8-6 here with 8:16 remaining in the second quarter. And we have Santiago back deep to receive the kick, we anticipate. But the last time they had an onside kick, so I think they probably need to be ready for about anything
definitely,
right here.
Definitely.
Which they have cheated up a little bit to be able to get
if he can kick it hard, it'd be time to kick it long because they're way up. Onside again.
Onside again.
We received.
And Thomas Jefferson went forward. Their front line, that is number, can you make that one out, Coach?
70?
No, 52.
52, okay.
52. Okay. That is, well, I don't have a 52. You sure it's not 53? It has got to be, it's 56. 56 is Joshua Lawson. Lawson recovered the ball. He went forward and got it before it got to the 50-yard line. So, very heads-up play by Lawson. So here we go. We've got Kimbrell at quarterback. He's back in the shotgun. Flanked to his right is number 9, Caleb Boyce. He's in scrambling right now, and he's running up the field, and it looks as if he has got all the way down to the 35-yard line, which would be a Wayne's Lunchbox first down for the Griffins. Coach, I almost thought that was going to be a face mask or a horse collar or something.
Right,
that young man grabbed him.
Yeah.
That was close to being something.
He got some good moves coming through there.
He did. He scrambled well. So as Kimbrell comes back up in the shotgun, he's got Boyce to his right.
Trips to the right.
And he has trips to the right. Yes, sir. Snap back. He's looking to throw, and he
Screen,
throws the
bubble
ball
screen.
on a bubble screen, and that's completed to Santiago. Santiago is still running. He's still running, and he's taking that ball all the way down to the 2-yard line, I think.
Going to be first and going to go for your Griffins.
That's a Wayne's Lunchbox, first and goal.
Down to the 3-yard line. Great,
From the 3.
great catch and great run.
I knew if I said something, it would be pulled back 1 yard. So here they are. They're from the 3-yard line. They've got Highland Tech backed all the way back up, and they're trying to turn the tables on them and gain those points back that they just gave up. So here we have Kimbrell.
Now they're tightening to the right.
Is under center now. And they have an overload to the right with a single back and a split to the left, a tight split. The ball's handed off, and that ball was handed to, I can't make that number out. It was a big young man. I don't think he's a regular running back. Who is that, Coach? He's got the white shoes on.
Half of them's got the white shoes on.
I know.
Looks like 48.
48. And 48 is Ben Skelton. Ben Skelton just scored the touchdown for the Griffins, and that brings the score up to 14-6. We have Parker Marshall attempting the point after. And I really don't think that that's the same holder they have down here. I don't think that was Santiago.
No, it's not.
The ball is up and through. It looks like a single digit.
Number
Coach.
9, I think it was.
Okay. That was Caden Boyce. No, it wasn't number 9. It was not Boyce.
Okay.
I can't tell yet. He's coming over. Is that? Well, it's looking like it might be Jace Gibbon who was holding.
Number 5.
Okay, yes, sir, number 5. So he was the holder, and our snapper was Charlie Sutton, and that point after was good. So that brings the score to 15 for Thomas Jefferson and 6 for Highland Tech. We're going to stay right here because they're already lined up for the kickoff, and we'll kind of see what they mirrored them the last time. They onside kicked it after Highland Tech had onside kicked. So Highland Tech tried to onside kick again. I wonder if they'll try it.
If it works, it's great. If not, you're giving half the field.
You're giving a lot of
short
yardage.
Field,
yeah, it makes it real short. And that's what they worked against a while ago is on that last series is that they started from nearly midfield when they got the ball. And then they drove down and scored. But the ball is kicked deep this time, and it's kicked over everybody's head, which looks like it's going to carry all the way into the end zone, and it does, which that's going to be a touchback, and they're going to bring it out to the 20-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Highland Tech Rams. 6:45 remaining in the second quarter. And as I said, we have 15 for Thomas Jefferson and 6 for Highland Tech. RS Central is playing tonight, which they are against, what was the school's name?
Tennessee.
Yeah, they're from Tennessee that I'm trying to see here on the schedule. They're playing tonight against Cloudland, Tennessee. Chase is also playing tonight. They both started at 7:30, and they are playing Patton at home.
Jeffries will take it up the middle. He brought down number 2, Caleb Hill, after a gain of 3.
That was a dive up the middle. Score right now, RS Central is up 20-6 in the first quarter over Highland Tech.
Okay. You mean 20-6 over Cloudland?
Cloudland, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kings Mountain's up 10-0.
On that first down play, they picked up about 2 yards for Highland Tech, and now it brings up 2nd and 8 as they're still under center.
Dive again.
Dive inside. The ball comes out to approximately the 26-yard line, which should bring up a third. We got to get that box score guy over there ready. 3rd and 7.
Chase is up 45-0
Over
in the
Patton.
first quarter at halftime over Patton.
Halftime, yes, sir.
Another score
Well,
before
we
they
like
break
to see
out.
our other members of the county having some success tonight.
Definitely.
All right.
Sideline
we have
warning.
a sideline warning now for Thomas Jefferson.
Second quarter, Crest is over Hunter Huss 21-3.
And the reason they're playing these ball games is they're calling for thunderstorms tomorrow evening. Quarterback's under center, number 15. He carries the ball. Looks like he carried it himself.
Fake the toss and followed in with yes.
Followed behind. And that was number 15. We're trying to be proactive here to be able to pull these up on the computer. And that's Kepler, Ryan Kepler. On the carry. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 3 for Highland Tech. And Highland Tech doesn't appear to be even attempting to punt. So they're going for it on 4th down here. It's all or nothing. All right, ball's back, and it's handed off to number 22. And he does have a first down. That 22 is Jonah Jeffries. Should have remembered that, Coach. Called it out a lot. So Jeffries carries the ball for a first down, and the ball is marked at the 35-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. I don't know, but I'm looking at them. They look a little tireder right now than what they were when they first started.
Right, they're not picking up much.
Yes. Ball's handed off again, and it looked like it was going to be an isolation to the right, but he bounced it to the outside, but he did gain positive yardage. He was hit around the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring looks like maybe a gain of 2 to 3. We're kind of like a delayed reaction here with the marking the ball and the box. So it looks as if the ball has been moved up to about the 30. Well,
hold.
I didn't see that flag. So actually holding against Highland Tech, and that will take the ball back to the 29-yard line, where it's going to be about 1st and 16, it looks like. I actually thought that was 2nd down, but they don't have it on the scoreboard either. But I don't know. I don't know. So as a toss sweep.
Oh, good contain. Good
contain.
contain.
That's to number 6, and he picked up about maybe 2 or 3.
That's Mikayla Hinton.
He gets the ball all the way up to the 30-yard line, which is going to bring up a, as the box score says, 2nd and 15. They need to get to appears to 45-yard line for a first down.
Right. The corners have done a real good job from Thomas Jefferson tonight.
They have.
Just boxing up and making them go inside so that, getting outside leverage.
They're not turning inside. They're keeping flat and making sure that they turn it inside. You're right, Coach.
Overload to the right, toss
Motion
sweep.
to the right, toss sweep, number 21. 21 is Carmelo Adams.
Got a flag, though.
Flag on the play.
He picked up about 8 yards.
Illegal motion. I think they probably had 2 people in motion at the same time, and he didn't get set. The one that was moving didn't get set before the first one took off. The second one took off. So that's going to mark it back 5 more yards, which will make it 2nd and 20. At least that's what it should be.
Should be. But if you look at it, that's about 24, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like 24 now. So, yeah, it didn't go all the way back to the 20. It's 21.
I don't know whether the box is not getting straight or the referee's got too long a stride.
I'm not even going to guess on that one. So, but we'll just call it what we see it. So, it looks like a 2nd, and you can say 19 or 20.
At the 25-yard line is what this official is standing on over here.
Yeah, he's standing on it now. So, they didn't have it on it for a minute, but they must have tried to move it back up when they counted it off. So, 2nd and 20.
Toss sweep again. Good break on the ball.
I almost think that there was motion on that one, too, because it looked like the fullback started before the ball was snapped, and they had a man in motion at the same time. So,
that was a great job by the end coming off and making the play.
Thomas Jefferson calls timeout with 2:08 remaining. Brings it up as a 3rd down, and they lost yardage in 2 yards. So it's going to be 22, 3rd and 22. This will be interesting if it gets to 4th down.
About 3rd and frog level, isn't it?
Absolutely. So it's they have a long way to go, Highland Tech does.
Yeah. Thomas Jefferson still has 2 timeouts left, and Highland Tech has 1 coming on this half.
And with Thomas Jefferson leading by a score of 15-6 here in the 2nd quarter at Avondale at Thomas Jefferson High School. And we are here on senior night, which they're preparing to honor their senior football players and cheerleaders tonight.
Only 3 senior players.
And if they have volleyball and they are very young.
They are.
And that's what we've said all year is that you can't really measure them by what their record is. It's about what they're learning right now. And from what I've seen, Coach, they've gotten better every game we've seen them play.
Definitely have.
Yeah, from the previous one.
They got them spread out here now.
They've got them spread wide, and Kepler throws the ball in the screen.
Oh, he had him.
And I don't know how he caught that.
I don't know.
He's not close to a 1st down, but he caught that miraculously through somebody else's hands. And but there is a flag on the play on the far side. We'll have to see what the officials say. We've got one there, but we have a ram down on the field. They're helping him up right now. That's number 22, Jeffries. He's walking off with a slight limp. I don't know if he's hurt very bad, but he got shook up there just for a few seconds.
I think it's going to be against Thomas Jefferson's going to decline it. It's going to be fourth
down.
And about.
Looks like about 18.
18.
4th and 18. Now let's see what they decide to do. Got a couple of guys coming in I haven't seen so far. So it looks as if they might be dropping back to punt.
46 is lined up deep, yes.
Okay, quarterback Kepler is back deep. Now, whether that means he is the kicker or he's fixing to attempt to fake, I don't know. They don't have anybody wide to be able to receive a pass. I'm not sure if they've got 11 people out there. All right, it's back, and he does punt the ball.
Very good punt, too.
Ball is up in the air, and it hits about the 50-yard line and rolls, takes a round roll, and it rolls inside the 40-yard line of Thomas Jefferson, where it'll be a Wayne's lunchbox. 1st and 10 for Thomas Jefferson on the 38-yard line, on their own 38. With 1:21 remaining in the 2nd quarter, when the score is Thomas Jefferson 15, Highland Tech 6. As Coach Page noted earlier, we have 2 timeouts remaining for Thomas Jefferson and 1 for Highland Tech. And we're going to see what Thomas Jefferson can do. The Griffins, how they can move the ball. Kimball is back to take the snap. But the clock is running down on the play, and they were one man short. They had to run one out on the field. Kimbrell takes a snap, and he throws on a quick slant, threw a little bit high to Santiago, cutting across the middle. If he'd have caught that ball, he had room.
A lot of room, a lot of room.
A lot of room to run.
Having to throw it over big number 8, though. Like I said, they got some big guys there.
Yes, they do. They sure do. So that incomplete pass stops the clock at 1:15 remaining in the first half, and with Thomas Jefferson leading 15-6 over Highland Tech. So we have the huddle breaking, and Kimbrell is prepared. He has Boyce to his right. Takes a snap. He's back to pass, and he throws the ball out to Boyce in the right flat, and he carries the ball.
Almost gone.
If he could have got away from 25 there, he might have had a lot more room to run. 25, which is Emmanuel Berry. Emmanuel Berry made the tackle for Highland Tech, and Boyce, which was Caden Boyce, number 9, had a lot of room to run, but he got tripped up there. We have a timeout here by Thomas Jefferson with 1:01 remaining in the first half. Coach, do we have any other scores here that we can see?
I need to update it right quick. We'll look. Crest is still up 21-3 over Hunter Huss in the second quarter. RS is up 27-6 over Cloudland at halftime.
Okay.
Kings Mountain's up 10-0 over Ashbrook at half. Chase is 45-0 over Patton at halftime. West Lincoln is 20-0 over East Burke. And Clover is 24-0 over Fort Mill.
Okay, we're preparing here for a third down and about 3.5 for Thomas Jefferson for first down. We have 1:01 remaining in the half, and this is third down. Big play for TJ. Ball is handed off to number 9, Boyce, and he takes the ball around the left side, but he does pick up enough yardage for a first down all the way to the 50-yard line. But the clock is running as soon as they mark the ball and get the chains moved. They haven't done that yet, but they're getting them ready, and then they're cranking the clock right now. Thomas Jefferson needs to be in a hurry here to get this off, but they're taking a little bit too much time here to get this play. They're huddling up, and I don't know if they'll get too many plays off here, Coach. I know they have one more time out, but Kimbrell's back, takes a snap. He's ready to throw, and he throws it on the slant, and it is incomplete. Went off the time. Now, he made a good throw on that one, and that one just went off the hands of Santiago, number 18, across the middle. As they say in the pros, which we're not watching the pros right now, if it hits your hands, what you're supposed to do.
Let's catch him.
But you know what? These young men need to be coached the same way and be told the same things, because that's the only way they get better.
Right.
We all make mistakes, and we all have things that go wrong that we can't control.
Oh, yeah. I think he just short-armed that a little bit.
He did. I was afraid. I thought he looked like he's afraid he's going to get hit.
Yeah.
But they weren't close to it. All right, Kimbrell back. He's throwing the ball deep, and it's over his head, okay? That's going to bring up a
fourth.
No, they picked up the first down, right. So that was
third down. Then.
Third down here. It's going to be third down with 17.5 seconds remaining in the half.
It's got the marker turned sideways. You can't see what it's
doing. I know, you can't see a thing. So it is still Thomas Jefferson 15 and Highland Tech 6. If you're just joining us, we're welcoming you here to WCAB's version of Football Thursday Night with Rick and Randy.
They play, we come. No questions.
That's it. That's it. we've got to figure out where we're going to go in the playoffs. And the ball's back to Kimbrell. Kimbrell's back to throw, and he's throwing deep.
Oh.
He's got that ball, and he's got a man.
He's caught it. No,
it hit off his chest and bounced away. That's an incomplete pass, which is going to bring up a 4th and 10, and I don't see any other thing except to go for it again,
That's right.
Coach. I mean, if that ball is caught and he's able to keep his feet, that's touchdown.
Definitely. Even if he catches it, though.
Well, it's going to be down there close, and they got a chance to throw a short pass.
Yeah, or short pass, yeah.
I think they've used all their timeouts.
I think they
now.
did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it's down to Highland, has only one left, and I don't think they want to call a timeout.
No.
They'd probably be tickled right now to go in with 15-6.
Oh, definitely.
With them receiving the ball in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Ball's back to Kimbrell.
Right.
He's back deep. He's preparing to throw, and he does throw.
And
he threw it too high, so that will turn the ball over to Highland Tech. Now, what will Highland do with 2.3 remaining? Will they, with being at the 50-yard line, will they make actually they're on 49, will they make an attempt to throw a deep pass and score? I mean, it can change the whole aspect of the game.
Or do you take a knee knowing you're getting the ball at halftime?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would air it out. Just make sure it's a long pass.
I live kind of recklessly. I'm with you. Yeah. I think I'd probably throw it deep.
As long as you get the ball off.
Play good defense if somebody intercepts.
If you get the ball off, they're going to be catching the ball 15, 20-yard line and got to go 85 yards.
If I hadn't won a game in 3 years, I'm going for it.
Oh, yes.
And then if we did score, we get the ball back.
Big bonus.
Then chance to be able to take the lead.
Trip to the right.
All right, here he goes. He throws a little bubble screen out to the right, and he runs across the middle. It really wasn't much of a chance for him to be able to score, but they did get a completion. So that, at the end of the first half, we have Highland Tech with 6 and Thomas Jefferson with 15 as they prepare to honor their seniors here for all the fall sports here at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. The Griffins are preparing to bring everything out. I think probably most of our other games that we have called out plays, they probably have started back playing by now. And we have Crest at 21, Hunter Huss 3, and that says in the third quarter we have RS Central 27, Cloudland 6, still says at the half, but I know they started at 7:30. Kings Mountain 10, Ashbrook 0 at the half. Chase 45, Patton 0 at the half. West Lincoln 20, East Burke 0 at the half. We have East Henderson 22, Pisgah 49 is a final that was played today at 7 p.m. That was a JV game. And we have
let's give a huge round of applause to Taya Snyder.
That's about all I'm seeing right now, Coach. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break here for about 5 minutes, and then we will return back here with Thursday night football with Rick and Randy here from Thomas Jefferson in Avondale, North Carolina, with the Griffins leading 15-6 over the Highland Tech Rams.
Miss Melissa Grant.
Wayne's Lunchbox can satisfy the pickiest of eaters at lunch or dinner or supper, whatever you want to call it. You can enjoy salads, sandwiches, a limited meat and veggie menu at lunchtime, and then for supper, your choice of a meat and vegetables. Call on Wayne's for any catering event that you may have, offering catering service, so stop by 391 East Main Street in Spindale. Call 828-395-2225. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 until 2, for supper 3 until 7. One of the Carolina's leading bark mulch manufacturers is Spindell Mulch. They carry double ground pine bark mulch, color-enriched hardwood mulch, topsoil, compost, premium potting mixes, aged pine bark, and best start garden soil. Also certified playground material mulch. These mulches are high-quality Appalachian bark that is blended for best performances. They also carry river rock, stone, and gravel. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturdays, 8 to 12. Call 287-3561, Spindell Mulch Company, 325 Spindell Street in Spindell.
BAM! That's the sound of the Chase High Trojans pounding the lines. It's also the call letters of brick and mortar marketing. Based in Rutherford County, BAM LLC is here to serve local retailers, even schools and churches, with on-site event support. With spin-to-win wheels, popcorn machine, our 8-foot inflatables Handy Randy and Barbecue, and MC and Facebook Live video support, BAM LLC can help make your event memorable. And be sure to watch for Bam Bam, the little truck that could, at the Forest City Christmas Parade, Sunday, November 27th. Share your photo of Bam Bam on our Facebook page for prizes. Call 713-9061 today. Go Trojans from BAM LLC.
Spring has sprung, and the folks at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment are ready to play ball. They're the area's newest Bobcat equipment dealer, with tractors, mowers, UTVs, and more arriving daily. Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment has all the bases covered, with a full inventory of seed, fertilizer, and bulk landscape supplies, and they deliver. So slide on in to Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment at 221 Daniel Road in Forest City, or call 828-287-8778, and go Braves.
At Vive, we're celebrating this season by giving our customers more speed and better Wi-Fi, so more families and more devices can stay more connected with Vive's fiber-powered network. Now save more on our best internet with the Ultimate Vive Gig package for only $79.99 a month for the first 12 months when you autopay. Plus, unlimited data, free installation, and Eero whole home Wi-Fi. Sign up today at ViveBroadband.com and get more with Vive. Offer ends December 31st, 2023. Not available in all areas. Taxes and fees extra. Visit ViveBroadband.com for all restrictions.
Are your auto insurance rates going too high? Most insurance rates have gone up, but Insurance Service Associates, we have one company that had just reduced some of its auto insurance rates. Many of our companies have changed their rating platforms to be able to offer more coverage for less money. That's what we try to do also. Call Insurance Service Associates for your auto and homeowners insurance. Insurance Service Associates, 245-5301, or drop by and see us at 245 East Main Street, Forest City.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Fall is finally here. Leaves are falling and so are prices at Carolina West Wireless. Choose from a great selection of free smartphones, including the iPhone SE, free tablets, and even a free month of service on select rate plans. Add a little free to your fall, all on our super fast 5G network. Carolina West Wireless. Go stay connected. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit carolinawest.com/terms and conditions. Offer expires October 31st, 2023.
There are so many insurance agencies out there, but to find a dependable one that you can really trust, that would be Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance. They are your full-service agency offering auto, business, homeowners, health, and life. They are an independent agency that cares about their customers, and it shows. With Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance, you are in good hands. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, with 2 locations to serve you. 719 South Lafayette Street in Shelby at 704-480-7288 or 116 North Main Street in Boiling Springs at 704-434-7867. Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance Agency, serving one satisfied customer at a time.
WCAB, Rutherfordton.
We welcome you back to WCAB and Thursday Night Football with Rick and Randy here in Avondale, North Carolina, as Thomas Jefferson is leading the Highland Tech Rams 15-6. They're having their honoring of their seniors, of their cheerleaders, and of their football players, and they have only 3 seniors that are on the Griffins football team. And that looks as if it's number 48, Ben Skelton, and
Raquel Hislop.
number 4, Noah Kimbrell. And we have Desmond Santiago, number 18. Those are the only 3 that they have, so everybody else is coming back for the Griffins.
Right.
And that's a big bonus. I'm pretty sure that Coach probably took this job because there was a promising future. Everybody would be coming back, and he would be able to instill his philosophy and his game plan here at Thomas Jefferson. I know they've had a lot of success with their past coaches, but this year they've had to kind of rebuild.
He's got 13 freshmen on the roster this year,
Yes,
too,
sir.
so it's very young.
It's a very young bunch.
Let me go ahead and give you the halftime stats right now. Thomas Jefferson ran the ball 9 times for 51 yards. They had passing was 4 for 9 for 96 yards, which gave them a total of 147 yards for the whole half. Highland Tech ran the ball 24 times for 119 yards. They passed the ball 3 times with 1 completion for 2 yards. So they had a total of 121 yards. They were penalized 4 times for 25 yards, and Thomas Jefferson was penalized twice for 30 yards.
Well, that kind of tells the story of the game. Highland Tech came out and they took Thomas Jefferson by surprise, an onside kick on the first kickoff, and they recovered the ball and drove the ball all the way down to about the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
Then they had a series of mishaps and penalties and things and Thomas Jefferson started playing some tough defense, and they stopped them, and then they took the ball and drove all the way down the field and scored to take the lead. And then they got the 2-point conversion right after that because they were not covered in their kind of fuddle huddle. And so they took advantage of that and went up 8-0. And so then Highland Tech, as Thomas Jefferson, tried an onside kick, and they got it near the midfield mark. And they drove it about 51 yards or so down and scored a touchdown and made it 6. And then they had a big 6'5" freshman, weighed 275 pounds, take the ball up the middle. But Thomas Jefferson rallied and hit him and drove him right back about from the 1.5. And it looked like he was going to go in. But then they stopped him. He was a little high. And then they got up underneath him and drove him back and stopped him on the 2-point conversion, which brought the score to 8-6 still. And then Thomas Jefferson turned around and got the ball back, and they had a Coach, was that a pass play that they threw the ball inside and they drove all the way down to the 10-yard line,
right.
11-yard line, and then they ended up scoring after that with a run on the other end because it switched it over. And so that brings the score. They got the extra point and brings the score to 15-6. So we are here, and we want to thank all of our sponsors for our Football Friday night, as we call it. And it is actually Thursday night tonight, we wanted the best value in town is Isothermal Community College. And I can say that from experience with my daughters. 2 of them went, and they went to Isothermal for 2 years. It's you're getting your basic 2 years in, and it's a very minimal cost.
Basic free.
Yeah, it's basically free with the setup with the scholarships, and if you can maintain your grades and make sure that you do what you're supposed to do, they will do what they are supposed to do. And we thank Isothermal for being there for our students in Rutherford County and for the surrounding counties for being able to do that. And if you have a car rental that you need to see Family Car Rental. They will meet your needs over in Alexander Mills. and they will find you something to drive and meet your needs, what you're trying to do, and to be able to travel.
I come by there many times during the week and everything, and they've got nice vehicles there for rent.
Absolutely. They sure do. And if you are hungry or you need gas, you need to go to the drop-in food store, especially in Shiloh. I'm telling you, because that's where we need to go. That's the only place we've got to go. But we sure are thankful for Lee Harrell having that place open there.
Right above my house, Hot Wings.
Yes, sir. And I'm telling you what, we got some of those hot wings to take to a ball game when we were tailgating up at Appalachia State. And, man, they were awesome.
They were good.
I'm telling
you. They really are.
It was the same thing that those Chase football games, when they had them up there at halftime and they ever slipped in and got me some, it sure was. And if you have any type of brick or mortar needs, or you've got any on-site events, you need to get the BAM LLC Brick and Mortar Marketing and on-site event company, support company. Vive Broadband of Forest City, they provide me with my internet service. I know that.
They've got my internet.
And it's giving me some very good service, and it's very fast. Wayne's Lunchbox, I've already pumped them tonight because it was good. I needed something to eat, and I thought, man, maybe I can pick it up before I get to the game. And we went over there. But if you look for all your insurance needs, you need to look to Maxwell B. Hamrick, and he will take care of you and be able to meet you and try to give you the best price that he possibly can for insurance. We're going to take a break here for about 3 minutes, and we will be back with Thursday night version of football Friday night here with Rick and Randy on WCAB.
Robbins Auto Parts is your auto parts headquarters, located at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta. They're your team of professional auto parts dealers for Rutherford County. They have a commitment to serving their customers with the auto parts they need, both new and used. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Visit them today at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta, or call them at 828-657-5732. Robbins Auto Parts keeps you rolling.
Wayne's Lunchbox can satisfy the pickiest of eaters at lunch or dinner or supper, whatever you want to call it. You can enjoy salads, sandwiches, a limited meat and veggie menu at lunchtime, and then for supper, your choice of a meat and vegetables. Call on Wayne's for any catering event that you may have, offering catering service, so stop by 391 East Main Street in Spindale. Call 828-395-2225. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 until 2, for supper 3 until 7. One of the Carolina's leading bark mulch manufacturers is Spindale Mulch. They carry double ground pine bark mulch, color-enriched hardwood mulch, topsoil, compost, premium potting mixes, aged pine bark, and best start garden soil. Also certified playground material mulch. These mulches are high-quality Appalachian bark that is blended for best performances. They also carry river rock, stone, and gravel. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturdays, 8 to 12. Call 287-3561, Spindale Mulch Company, 325 Spindale Street in Spindale.
BAM! That's the sound of the Chase High Trojans pounding the lines. It's also the call letters of Brick and Mortar Marketing. Based in Rutherford County, BAM LLC is here to serve local retailers, even schools and churches, with on-site event support. With spin-to-win wheels, popcorn machine, our 8-foot inflatables Handy Randy and Barbecue, and MC and Facebook Live video support, BAM LLC can help make your event memorable. And be sure to watch for Bam Bam, the little truck that could, at the Forest City Christmas Parade, Sunday, November 27th. Share your photo of Bam Bam on our Facebook page for prizes. Call 713-9061 today. Go Trojans from BAM LLC.
Spring has sprung, and the folks at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment are ready to play ball. Come out and see the all-star lineup of Spartan mowers, Husqvarna saws, and Red Max blowers and trimmers, with financing available. Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment has all the bases covered with a full inventory of seed, fertilizer, and bulk landscape supplies, and they deliver. So slide on into Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment at 221 Daniel Road in Forest City, or call 828-287-8778. And go Braves!
At Vive, we're celebrating this season by giving our customers more. More speed and better Wi-Fi so more families and more devices can stay more connected with Vive's fiber-powered network. Now save more on our best internet with the Ultimate Vive Gig Package for only $79.99 a month for the first 12 months when you autopay. Plus, unlimited data, free installation, and Eero whole home Wi-Fi. Sign up today at ViveBroadband.com and get more with Vive. Offer ends December 31st, 2023. Not available in all areas. Taxes and fees extra. Visit ViveBroadband.com for all restrictions.
Welcome back to WCAB with the Football Friday night, the Thursday night version with Rick and Randy here. I'm Rick Millwood.
I'm Randy Page.
And we are here with Thomas Jefferson preparing here in Avondale. And, Coach, I'm feeling a little bit of rain coming down right now.
I'm feeling something.
I don't know about this because we're sitting out in the wide open and the computer's out and all the other things. And there's electrical things hooked up and all that. I don't know how that's going to go, but because we don't have anything to cover it up at all.
That's right.
So we'll have to see if maybe we can commandeer some umbrellas.
Umbrellas, we can get that done with that.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
So I'll probably have to cover for Coach Page for a little bit so he can get some for us. But we'll have to scooch this stuff up underneath them.
Yeah. Let me go and give you some halftime scores from scores right now before we start back over. Crest Chargers up 21-3 over Hunter Huss. RS Central in the third quarter is winning 34-6 over Cloudland. You've got Kings Mountain is 10, Ashbrook 0 at halftime. You've got Chase 59-0 over Patton at third quarter. You got Hickory 40, Fritzy Ford is 0, and West Lincoln's 26, East Burke is 0 in second quarter. Clover is winning 24-0 over Fort Mill. Landrum is winning 14-6 over Liberty, and that's all we have
in high school football for Thursday night. Coach Page is going to step away while we're ending up the rest of the first halftime festivities as the teams prepare to get ready for the second half. Like I said, the score is Thomas Jefferson 15 and Highland Tech 6 here at the end. It's going to be a exciting second half because it's very competitive here tonight. Like I said, with a very young Thomas Jefferson team and only 3 seniors that will be graduating from the team, it's probably evening up the competition level. I believe that Highland Tech probably has some more experienced players, but Thomas Jefferson is doing their own, and they're staying with the thing and keeping the lead. So we know that Coach Hicks has his team ready as they're stretching and getting loosened up here for this second half. But like I said, I don't know what this rain's going to bring, and I don't know what the outcome of this whole thing's going to be. All I know is I don't want to be electrocuted. So we're going to keep going as hard as we can, as long as we can, and we'll bring you the game. And Coach Page is going to get us some hopefully protection for our equipment so that we'll be able to continue. And we thank you for joining us tonight because it has been an odd night. The only team that will be playing tomorrow night, which will be at 7:30, will be East Rutherford. And East Rutherford has a game that has significance, importance for them. They only have 2 losses in the conference, and they are going to be playing Polk County. And if they can pull off a win tomorrow night, that will set them up for an opportunity to be in the playoffs if Hendersonville happens to lose to Brevard. And Brevard is undefeated in the conference right now. And so that is an opportunity that could happen that way. But, you know, anything can happen in sports, and that ball can bounce funny, especially if it's raining tomorrow night. And the field is wet. So we just don't know what will happen, and we don't know if Hendersonville and Brevard are playing tonight for anticipation of the rain and the thunderstorms tomorrow night, which I possibly could look up and see. But we have about another 50-something seconds remaining here in this halftime warm-up, and then we're going to get underway. So we're going to take a minute here, break, and we'll be back with football Thursday night version with Rick and Randy.
At Insurance Service Associates, we want to be your insurance agent. We try to make it easier for you. When you ask, we will shop your insurance with multiple companies. We don't charge extra fees for making a payment. You can come by our office, or with many of our companies, you can pay us over the phone. Many of our customers come through our drive-thru. We want to make it simple because life is already too complicated. Insurance Service Associates, 245 East Main Street, or you can call us at 245-5301.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
WCAB, Rutherfordton.
We welcome you back, WCAB Thursday night football here. It's our version of the Friday night football with Rick and Randy, and we are preparing for Thomas Jefferson to kick off right now in just a few seconds, and we're just going to start the second half. We have a little bit of rain that's coming down, and Coach Page has come through. He's that kind of guy. He's the man in the clutch. He came through with some umbrellas so we can cover up our computers and our equipment and hopefully be able to keep this thing going until the end. So we'll see what's happening. And the ball is kicked off here, and it comes back deep to number 6. And number 6 is, he carries the ball back to the, looks like the 24-yard line.
That's Hinton.
That's Hinton. And Hinton, number 6, Micah Hinton, takes the ball back to the 24-yard line of Highland Tech. And Highland Tech will start with a first down. So here we go, 11:51 remaining in the third quarter. And that looks like Kepley under center again. We have the I formation, a tight eye.
Oh, two-phase motion. They didn't call it.
It looked like it, but they did not call that. The ball was carried up over the 25-yard line and made it to about the 26. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Kepley is coming under center. We have two tight. Wing to the right, high formation. Handoff inside to number 22, Jeffries. And Jeffries gets the ball up to the 30-yard line.
That was not face mask.
There is a flag on the play.
It was not. It looked like it was from his view. I'm sure it was, but I was looking straight at him. Was not.
We're not sure that's not what they're going to call, though.
That's what he called.
Is it? Okay. Okay, there is a face mask penalty that is called against Thomas Jefferson, which is going to make a first down for it's a 5-yarder, but that takes the ball all the way out to the 35-yard line, and it's enough for a first down for Highland Tech. Clock is running. Highland Tech taking over at their 35-yard line with 1st and 10. Kepley under center. Single back, double wing, two tights.
Tall sweep.
Tall sweep to the left. And there is a flag in the backfield. He looks like he picks up 5 or 6, possibly 6. But there is a flag in the backfield, which usually means that there's holding or some kind of block in the back.
The wideout was holding. He didn't throw the flag until he held his hands up in there like, I didn't do anything wrong.
Penalty is going against Highland Tech. I've not seen an indication until right then. Holding. You're correct, Coach.
3 plays, 2 flags.
That's the only one that I saw that could have been called for it. You're right. 3 plays and 2 flags. We've got a theme going on here tonight. Kepley gets under center. Double wing. Single back. Motion to the
counter underneath.
Right. Counter back to the underneath. And it looks as if he gets the ball back to the original line of scrimmage on the 35-yard line, which will bring up a 3rd and 10. Which actually 2nd and 10.
Second.
I'm sorry. Highland Tech is taking their time getting to the line of scrimmage. 13 seconds remaining on the play clock. Made a substitution. We got the 2 wings, single back, motion to the left.
Counter
and
underneath.
They counter underneath, back to the right, and he bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Rams. So, as Highland Tech's making their decisions, what they're going to try to pick up this 7 yards. Kepley's underneath. They got the I formation. Wing right. Ball snap. Isolation to the left, and he's picking up big yardage here. He takes the ball all the way across the 45-yard line for a 1st down, and that's going to be all the way out to the 47 for 1st and 10 for the Rams. That misdirection is what's getting them, seems like, Coach, because they are
flowing very quickly
yes.
to the point of attack, yes.
And they're not on the back side, they're not staying at home. Kepley under center, snap to 22 Jeffries. Jeffries is stacked up for a yard loss, but that possibly could be the ball came loose there. I'm not so sure.
The official was pointing
One
the way.
official was pointing that way, but everybody else didn't seem to be excited that TJ had the ball. The ball's marked all the way back to the 45-yard line. Loss of 2 is going to bring up 2nd and 12. Seems like the rain has stopped for the time being. Kepley under center. Single back, double wing. Wing motion to the right. 21 toss sweep. He's bounced it to the outside, and he has no room to run. It looks like he's lost a yard. So it looks like he's all the way back to the 44-yard line where the ball is being marked. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 13. 6:55 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Makes the game go by fast, all this running the ball, Coach.
Oh, yeah, that clock just keeps churning unless you go out of bounds.
It does. It sure does. So, I mean, we're almost to the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. All right, Highland Tech breaks the huddle. 3rd and 13. Kepley under center. Takes the ball back. It looks as if he's going to try to throw, and he does.
Oh, interception.
But it's intercepted about the right corner, and he's taking it down the right sideline. Kepley, the quarterback, comes down and makes the tackle. The ball is carried all the way down to the 7-yard line, and that was it's a single digit, Coach. Could that be their running back also? Is that?
He's playing right corner.
Trying to see there. Yes, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's it could possibly be number 9, Caden Boyce, or it could be number 6, Charles Sutton, who intercepted that ball. The ball is now handed off. No, they faked us all out. Faked us all out. That ball was kept by Noah Kimbrell, and he carried the ball right up the middle after the fake and for the touchdown. So that brings the score up to 21 for Thomas Jefferson. And that was right off of a Wayne's Lunchbox first down that they had there, Coach.
Right, and it was.
And they ran the ball, and they are huddled up now. But Highland seemed to have it covered, but they snapped it over there anyway. But they still got the 2-point conversion. That is good. And that was Boyce that carried the ball in again, and that brings the ball to the ball game to 23 for Thomas Jefferson and 6 for Highland Tech. And we'll take a 30-second break here. The 6:08 remaining in the third quarter, and we'll be right back with football Friday night on Thursday.
Who likes complicated? Nobody. Bark Mobile keeps it simple to switch and save. Switch to Bark and pick your free smartphone, like the Samsung Galaxy A14 5G. Love the device you have? Bring it and your number and save $125. Plus, do everything you need on our 5G network. It's that simple. Bark Mobile. Keep it simple. Save. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions. Offer expires October 31st, 2023.
WCAB, Rutherfordton.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football with Rick and Randy here on WCAB. We're preparing here for kickoff by Thomas Jefferson to Highland Tech, and they kick the ball on a squib kick, and it goes to number 8. And that number 8 is Carson London, and he's carrying the ball all the way up to the 47-yard line, it looks like, of the Rams, and they will take over 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. That was a good run back.
Big boy, yeah.
It was.
I think there's a few guys started to take a shot at him, said maybe not.
You might be right.
Maybe not.
Because he is a pretty big young man.
Boy.
Number 8, he sure is. I don't know what it –
6'5",
he's
220.
6'5", 220, so, yeah, he is a big young man.
Especially all those freshmen out there on Thomas Jefferson's side.
They had to swarm him like bees.
That's right.
Sure
and they did it then.
Yeah, they did. So we've got Kimbrell under center, and we've got the I formation. It's a tight I formation as he takes snap, and he does, and he hands it off to number 22, Jeffries, and he is hit immediately by number 51. 51 is Alton Freeman, and Freeman shot through that line, Coach. I mean, just about as fast as it was snapped.
They give him a -5 on that.
Yeah, that was he hit him soon. I don't know about that, but that's what it's going to be. It's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Rams as Thomas Jefferson's defense has woke up. 5:17 left to go in the third quarter. I formation, Kimbrell, number 15.
Overload to right.
Underneath, overload to the right. Ball snapped. His hand
ball's loose. TJ's got it.
And Thomas Jefferson recovers, and that looks like that's going to be number looks like it's number 6. Is that right, Coach? Number 6 would be Charles Sutton.
Or was that number 9 here?
No, that was number 6 that came off the field.
Okay.
And number 9, that's Boyce going back onto the field, Caden Boyce. So number 6, Charles Sutton recovered the fumble. It was knocked loose. I'm not so sure if somebody hit him and knocked it loose.
I saw arm come in, yes, on tackle.
All right. And the ball is handed off back to Boyce. They faked the motion and faked the handoff back to the left, but they handed that off to the right. And Boyce takes the ball for about a 4-yard gain, 3-yard, more of a 4-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 6 for the Griffins. It's a very nice evening here in Avondale, except for that little bit of brief rain that we had there.
Definitely football weather.
It sure is. So we have the ball is snapped and it's handed off to Boyce. Kimbrell handed it off, but there is a yellow flag laying on the field there. And we have seen our fair share of those tonight.
Yes.
That's holding against Thomas Jefferson. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty marked off. Should be spot of the foul. And we'll see where all the boxes and everything else ends up in the ball. Looks like they've marked it there at the 49-yard line of Highland Tech.
Second about 16 then.
Yes, sir. Kimbrell prepares to take the snap, the shotgun, and he does, and he hands off.
Slant.
Nope, he does not. He throws the slant to number 18, Santiago, and Santiago takes the ball all the way inside the 30-yard line for a Wayne's Lunchbox first down.
First down, your Griffins.
22-yard completion.
TJ takes over there for a 1st and 10 from the Highland Tech 27-yard line. We've got a split to the left, wing to the left, and back to the left in the slot motion. Coming back, he fakes the handoff to number 8, and the quarterback keeps it inside, and he takes it inside the 15-yard line. And they're going to mark it on the 15. That is another Wayne's Lunchbox first down for the Griffins. 1st and 10 from the 15. And they're on the roll. Picking up big chunks, Coach.
Yes, it's looking good. Like you said, they've hurt them with the outside sweep off of this. So now, as soon as they fake it, they come out with them, and it leaves the middle
they're
wide
doing the
open.
same thing Thomas Jefferson doing on that counter. They're flying when they first see the first fake. Kimbrell back, takes a snap, hands the Boyce to the right, and he's taking a sweep to the right, and he takes it all the way down near the goal line. I think he went out of bounds at about the 1. So that's going to be a Wayne's Lunchbox first down for the Griffins. They're moving it all. I knew it. If I said 1, it's going to be the 2. So it's back at the 2 here for a 1st and goal for Thomas Jefferson from the 2-yard line of Highland Tech. And the clock is running with 2:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Boyce to the left of Kimbrell. Motion back to right. Now he does hand it to the sweep. And he takes the ball inside, and that's a touchdown for Thomas Jefferson. That adds another 6, which brings the score to 29 for the Griffins and 6 for the Rams of Highland Tech. And we have Parker Marshall on to attempt the point after. If they don't snap it, over here to Boyce. We have Gibbon on the hold. And they will attempt the kick. And the ball is up. And there is a penalty. Might be offsides, yes.
I think it is.
I think so. I think they'll probably decline that because the point after was good, which will make the score 30 for Thomas Jefferson and 6 for Highland Tech. Let's see what it is. He waves that off, so that is the score, 30-6. Thomas Jefferson in the lead over Highland Tech. We're going to stay right here at the end of that score because with all the discussion there, they're already lining up for the kickoff and the kickoff return.
Let me go and give you an update on score right quick. In the fourth quarter, RS Central's up 41-22 on Cloudland, Tennessee. Kings Mountain is in the third quarter is winning 10-3 over Ashbrook. Crest Chargers 21-3 over Hunter Huss, still in the second quarter. Chase Trojans 59-0 over Patton, and that is a final score.
Final score.
We also got Clover over Fort
I hope
Mill.
that is a final score, Coach, because we said that one time already for East Rutherford, and it wasn't a final score.
It was wrong, correct, yes.
I know.
Oh, good kick.
Yeah, good kick. Kicked it deep, and that ball is kicked into number 6. Who is number 6 there, Coach, for Highland Tech? He made a good return, and he got it back near the 30-yard line. They're on 30-yard line.
Number 6 is Micah
Hinton. That's Hinton takes it all the way back to the 30. They're marking it at the 30 for a first and 10 for Highland Tech.
6-21-22's done most everything so far.
Yes.
With a quarterback 15.
Sure have. So we have Highland Tech's offense back on the field, and the Griffins defense is back prepared to go from the Rams 30-yard line. We have a familiar formation here with an I formation, and then we have a wing to the left. The ball's tossed sweep, and the ball's on the ground. Quarterback scrambling to get it, and he does cover it up back at the 19-yard line for Highland Tech. Large
16-yard loss.
Yes, that's if I said it was back on the 14, they're going to move it up to the 15. I just don't understand. But anyway, that ball was laid dead on that 14-yard line, and he covered it up, and they moved it up a yard. So anyway, here we go. It's going to be actually 25 yards to go for a first down, 2nd and 25. Kepley comes up. He's now in a shotgun.
Slots.
We got double slots. We've spread it out. Delay a game on the Rams, and they're going to move that ball back 5 more yards.
Slices of pizza are now $1. Slices of pizzas are $1.
Ball's back on the 10-yard line. They have to go to the 40-yard line for a first down, so that means that's 30. Ball was high snapped, and 22 is taking the ball around Jeffries around the right end, and he runs out of bounds about the 13.
13.
Which was a gain of 3.
He wasn't wanting to get in mingle off of that one, did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't. He got out of bounds. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 27. Actually, they gave him 4 yards, so that's going to be a 3rd and 26. They must be listening to the radio station because every time I say something like that, they move it. We're glad they're at least supporting the radio station.
That's right.
WCAB. Snap back. Shotgun, 22 Jeffries carries the ball up to the 15-yard line. Is going to bring up 4th and 25.
You got to play for that, Coach?
You know, yes, sir.
Drop back and punt.
Red right 486. And tell Worm to run as fast as he can. Oh.
Well, that's about what we had it.
That's exactly what it was.
About the same
spot
on the field, too, wasn't
it? Yeah, it was about the same spot of the field for 6 points.
But there wasn't like 26 seconds to go in the game.
That's exactly right. And then, Jeff Queen came through and kicked the extra point, and we won by 1. Ball snapped, and number 75, that big young man, he punted that ball all the way down to the 50-yard line.
Oh, he picks it up on the run.
Picked up as the buzzer goes off, and he's carrying it all the way down to the 25-yard line, it looks like, or 26. Yeah, the announcer over top says 27, so it'll probably be somewhere close to what he says. I'm sure. So the ball is being spotted. It looks like maybe the 26, but Thomas Jefferson returned the ball back with a good return from the 50-yard line down to the 26-yard line, and we're going to flip ends of the field here, and we're going up with the last quarter of the game, fourth quarter, and with the score 30 for Thomas Jefferson and 6 for Highland Tech. Take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back with WCAB Thursday Night Football.
There are so many insurance agencies out there, but to find a dependable one that you can really trust, that would be Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance. They are your full-service agency offering auto, business, homeowners, health, and life. They are an independent agency that cares about their customers, and it shows. With Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance, you are in good hands. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, with 2 locations to serve you. 719 South Lafayette Street in Shelby at 704-480-7288 or 116 North Main Street in Boiling Springs at 704-434-7867. Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance Agency, serving one satisfied customer at a time.
We're back here at WCAB Thursday Night Football with Rick and Randy, and Thomas Jefferson has the ball on the Highland Tech 27-yard line, or 26, and the ball is snapped back. Our quarterback slant, and that was completed to Santiago, who takes it down to looks about the 1-yard line. And that would be a Wayne's Lunchbox first and goal. First and goal for the Griffins. We have 11:47 remaining in the game. Actually, mark it on the 2. Doesn't surprise me, but. So here we are. Looks like Kimbrell's going to get under center, and he does. And he takes the ball in himself for the touchdown.
You can put it on the board. Yes. Touchdown.
That's going to make it 36-6 for the Griffins, and taking the lead here. And they are starting to show out here in the second half, as they've got the steamroller rolling. What is it they say? Something in motion, these are keep in motion?
That's right. That's what that big boy thought when he's coming down here.
Yeah, exactly. He just got too high.
I thought he was gone because he had a hit of steam coming through there.
He sure did. And
that's good.
That we got, we've got Parker Marshall good with the extra point, and we had Gibbon with the hold, and with the snap was Charlie Sutton. So that brings the score to 37 for the Griffins and 6 for the Rams of Highland Tech. We'll take a quick, we'll just stay here right now, Coach. What you think?
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just stay right here. We'll see. We know we have the one final is with Chase defeating Patton tonight. Kind of see what else is going on. Kings Mountain now 17-3 over Ashbrook. Here in the, is that third quarter or fourth quarter, Coach?
Third.
Third quarter. We said Chase 59 and Patton 0.
Yes, sir.
RS Central is a final.
Final.
That's 41-28 over Cloudland, Tennessee. They're the Highlanders. The only game they'll be in town will be tomorrow night at East Rutherford. And the kickoff is back deep, and that is fielded by number 10 for the Rams. And that number 10 is
Their kickoff out to about the 30-yard line. The Rams will have 1st and 10.
Graham Kennington. Graham Kennington carried the ball.
You're talking about tomorrow night, too. That is playoff implications, too. If they can beat, I think they're playing Polk County, is that right?
Yes, sir.
If they beat Polk County, they're good chance of being in.
And with Brevard being undefeated, they have a chance that they could beat Hendersonville, which that would put Hendersonville with 3 conference losses, because they already have 2, and they have the tiebreaker over East Rutherford right now. So that would put East Rutherford in a good chance for the playoffs if they win tomorrow night.
And if East wins, it also puts them over Chase because of tiebreaker.
Number 22, Jeffries, carries the ball over the right side. He takes the handoff from Kipley, and he picks up about 5. 2nd and 5 for the Rams. From the 35. They're on 35. So they hand the ball up in the inside. It looked like it was handed to Jeffries again, up the middle, and he maybe picked up about a yard or 2.
Carolina Chiropractic plus 3rd and 4.
They give him 2, so it's going to be 1. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Rams. So as they prepare for that 3rd down, critical 3rd down play, they just made a lot of errors here in the 2nd half and fumbled the ball.
Right, yeah.
Through the interception.
And Thomas Jefferson is taking advantage of that, too. It's not anything,
They sure have.
It's big plays happening.
Yes, sir. So
they're still staying in tight formation. I really don't understand. I don't think that's what they've been doing normally. I don't know for sure. Toss sweep coming.
Toss sweep to the left. And that young man has some running room. He's a pat. He looks like he might could take this one all the way. Number 6 is walking
out of bounds.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds, Coach. He had that one all the way. He was out running the whole field, and he stepped out about the 14-yard line. He wasn't really paying attention to how close he was.
Right.
He had plenty of room to the inside.
Right. When I looked up, I thought he did, but I didn't until I heard the whistle. I wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure if he was going to call it.
I don't want to second guess the officials,
Well, I know. Yeah. We don't need to make a living doing that.
I did that for 25 years, didn't I?
Well,
30 years.
We had an ulterior motive on that one. So they do mark it down at the 12-yard line. Kepley's under center. Motion to the right.
Same play.
Number 3, same play, and he carries the ball all the way into the end zone. That was number 3, and number 3 is Alvarad Apalkis.
Good thing you did it.
I probably butchered it, but that's number 3. He carried the ball in for the touchdown. He gets credit for the good run there for the Rams. So here they are. It looks as if they're going to go for 2. That makes the score 37-12. Griffin's in the lead. And they're lining up to go for 2. And they've got that big number 75 back there again, Coach. And
I made a mistake. 75 wasn't a freshman. He's a junior.
He's a junior.
He tried it again.
And he carried it in this time. That's Cooper McCraw in for the score.
They actually tackled him to 2, but he fell across.
Yeah, he's so tall he fell across and made it into the end zone. So that brings the score to 14. 37 for the TJ Griffins and 14 for the Rams. We'll take a quick 30-second break. and we'll be right back with football on Thursday night version with Rick and Randy here at WCAB.
Robbins Auto Parts is your auto parts headquarters, located at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta. They're your team of professional auto parts dealers for Rutherford County. They have a commitment to serving their customers with the auto parts they need, both new and used. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Visit them today at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta or call them at 828-657-5732. Robbins Auto Parts keeps you rolling.
Welcome back as we've come back for WCAB football Thursday night here with Rick and Randy and Highland Tech. They prepare to kick off, and they kick this one deep. And as he takes the ball back, and he's running that ball back outside the 40-yard line, near the 45-yard line. They're going to mark it, though, at the 43. And that was, Coach, I just can't see those numbers very well. But he did an excellent job of returning the ball. Somebody that wasn't used to returning the ball, it didn't look like, but because I've not seen him there doing it. I believe that was number 6, Sutton.
Okay, it might be. The back you can see their numbers, but the front you can't.
Exactly.
It's got a little sweat on it.
It does. It's just too dark. We have trips out to the right.
We got too many players.
And we've got Kimbrell back at shotgun, but looks like we're going to have to use a timeout here with Thomas Jefferson because they had too many people on the field. This is the last regular season game for Thomas Jefferson tonight. Tomorrow night will be the last regular season game for East Rutherford. Against Polk County, they have a bye in their final week of the season. And then depending on how the outcome of the other games come, we'll find out whether they make the playoffs or not. RS Central and Chase have a date next Friday night. At Chase High School.
That'll be the first time we've actually got them to Chase this year.
And I know they say that's Forest City with the address and all that.
That's Henrietta.
That's a little bit of Harris Henrietta kind of mojo going on there. It's kind of in between. So here we go. We've got looks like
counter and lease.
We've got a new quarterback in. I'm trying to get that number there, Coach. Oh, got a little extracurricular.
Don't need that. Don't get ejected.
A little extracurricular here going on between two players.
He was protecting his quarterback, honestly, but you don't do that.
Yeah, but you still don't do that because that's exactly what happens is a penalty flag.
That is number 5, the quarterback now.
That's Gibbon.
Gibbon's been starting for the last few weeks.
He has been. He got injured one game that we were here, and I wonder if he was having a hard time coming back from it. But the Thomas Jefferson young man is being marched off the field by one of the coaches, and the other young man from Highland Tech had to go to the sidelines too. So I don't know if they were ejected or if they were just told they need to get off.
Could be disqualified too.
Well, yeah, then ejected because they could very well just been told to get over and you don't need to play anymore tonight, especially with the wide margin that there is in this game.
Correct, yeah. I mean, I know he was protecting his quarterback because number 8 was all over Gibbons this kind of punch.
Well, when he knocked him on the ground, he didn't need to knock him back down again.
No, that's true. He knocked him away, and then he did it. He held his own, let's put it that way.
He did.
And he protected his quarterback.
He sure did.
But you can't do what Blindside did. Let's see if we got an injection, what they got here.
Unsportsmanlike, Thomas Jefferson. Unsportsmanlike on Highland Tech.
Okay, no ejection.
No ejection. They just told them to go to the sideline and cool off.
Yeah.
Which was a good thing.
It was. And was that a no gain on the play?
Well, I think it was because it had penalty. It was offsetting.
But it was after the play.
Well, it was. 2nd and 10. Ball's handed off to number 22.
Yes.
Is that 29?
Off a tackler. Gets out across the 45 down to the 43.
23. That's number 23. And that is David Magana. David Magana. Picked up a first down, and that's a Wayne's Lunchbox first down for the Griffins on the 43-yard line of the Rams, Highland Tech Rams. Gibbon takes the handoff, he hands it off to Ghana again. He takes it down to the 40-yard line.
Close to the 40. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
6. Got 4 yards.
Yeah, they moved it back. They must not be counting where the ball goes down, but where his knees are.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, you can see a lot of times where the ball is at, no question. So.
It's kind of comical now. Given back to take the snap. And he hands off to Magana again. And Magana takes it to the left side, and he's fighting for yardage. And they get him going sideways. If he could have kept working up the field, he might have picked that first down up. But he gets down.
He gets one.
Yeah, he gets one. He's down to the 40-yard line, which is going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
That's
for
some
the Griffins.
tough running. Really, the guy had him behind the jersey and pulling the whole time. So, and the other guy's a lot bigger than him too.
Absolutely. So Gibbon is back again to receive the snap. We have a new running back in. Looks like that's number 6, Charles Sutton. And it is. And he hands it off to Sutton around the left side, and Sutton takes it. He's picked up enough yardage for the first down, and he carries it on out of bounds all the way down to about the 25-yard line. That would be a Wayne's Lunchbox first down for the Griffins. We have 4:20 remaining in the fourth quarter with the score 37 for Thomas Jefferson and 14 for Highland Tech. Gibbon is back. Received the snap in the shotgun. And the motion man came across the middle. I'm not sure what that number was. Maybe 3.
Could have been. I just did a flag. I don't know if it's holding him.
He's coming back to this side. I still couldn't tell. I don't think it was a young man that just came out. I think I think the number 6 Sutton came out, and somebody came back in to run the ball. Gibbon is pulling them back because they have a penalty that's against the Griffins. They got a holding, so that's going to bring it up as 1st and 20 for the Griffins, and the ball is going to be marked at the 35-yard line of Highland Tech. So Gibbon is back, and I think Magana is returned.
That's 33 is who it was, went in motion a while ago.
All right, Magana gets the ball up the middle, and he picks up maybe 5 or 6 yards. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 for the Griffins. Clock is running. We are now under 3 minutes remaining in the game. Scores 37-14. Griffins leading over Highland Tech. Gibbon back to receive. Magana to his right. Takes the ball, hands off to Magana. Magana's going to the left, and he's turned up. He looks like he's just inside the original line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up about a 3rd and which they're right on the line of scrimmage is where they're marking it, 3rd and 10. 4th and 10, I'm sorry.
Yeah. 4th.
That was 3rd down. So we have a 4th and 10 for the Griffins with 2:12 remaining in the game. We're now inside 2 minutes. Gibbon prepared to cede the ball.
They call timeout.
And the reason they called timeout is because the clock had run out. The play clock had run completely to 0. They called timeout right before it hit 0 so that they wouldn't be penalized. Because now they have a 3rd down up, Coach. I'm confused totally. So
well, they had a penalty, but it's gone back and forth so many times.
I know, but the box does have 3rd down up, 3rd and 10 right here. So we'll see what.
You know, my wife told me that I need to quit calling out trips or slots or wings, but she said nobody knows what that is. I said, maybe you've been part of football for over 30 years. You should know by now.
Exactly. Maybe we need to describe what that is.
That's what she thinks. She has a lot of mamas out there might not understand exactly what trips are.
I had a lady tell me. She says, "I just don't understand football." She said, "I don't know why my husband tries to make me go to those games." And I said, "Well, if you've got about a week, I can tell you."
That's right.
So we have 2 wideouts over here. One is on the line and one is off the line. And then we have a guy running off the field because they had too many. Quarterback Gibbons back in the shotgun, and he takes it and he throws the ball out in the flats. And the receiver has it, and he's taking it forward. And that's number 6, Charles Sutton, who received the ball. And they picked up a Wayne's lunchbox first down with 1:35 remaining in the game. And that clock is still running.
I think that was a number 3.
1st and 10. So we have here with Thomas Jefferson prepared to run another play with the Wayne's lunchbox first down. Giving back, we've got number 20 entered the game. And number 20 is Colt Maxwell.
Well, if they say.
He waved it off. Hey, resetting the clock. Here we go. And they hand it off to Maxwell. Maxwell's taking it to the left side, middle young man. Ooh!
Did he make it? About 4 yards.
Ooh, he was hit hard, Coach.
He definitely was.
He was hit hard. He's not a real big young man, but he was carrying that ball hard.
He was running real hard.
I thought he was going in the end zone. He got to about the 1 yard line. So they're lining back up real quick with 29 seconds remaining in the game. And Maxwell's back again. Whistle blows. They got a penalty. A flag on the play. I have no idea what that one is.
Offsides defense.
Offsides on the defense. So that's going to make it just a little bit closer. That's a Wayne's lunchbox first down for the Griffins. Maxwell back beside Gibbon, and he hands the ball off to Maxwell. And Maxwell takes it down to the 1 foot line. I did too. He stopped his legs, but it looks like that clock's going to run out, Coach. Oh, that young man, he was so excited.
He was flying,
He did, and he did a good job. But that ends the game, folks, and that means that Thomas Jefferson has won their last regular season game. It looks as if they have a real good shot at making the playoffs this year. They have changed the format, how everything works. It doesn't matter that you only have one conference win or not. It matters about who you play and how that ranks, and they have played some very tough teams. They've played Shelby, they've played Burns, and several other very tough teams in the conference. And so that's going to give them a big leg up about that as the teams walk across and shake hands and show good sportsmanship. Even with the little incident we had there, that was just a brief thing that sometimes things happen in football. But the score ending here is 37 for Thomas Jefferson. They win tonight over Highland Tech, who scored 14. We're going to take a 2-minute break here, and we'll be right back to wrap it up here on WCAB Thursday Night Football with Rick and Randy in 2 minutes.
Wayne's Lunchbox can satisfy the pickiest of eaters at lunch or dinner or supper, whatever you want to call it. You can enjoy salads, sandwiches, a limited meat and veggie menu at lunchtime, and then for supper, your choice of a meat and vegetables. Call on Wayne's for any catering event that you may have, offering catering service, so stop by 391 East Main Street in Spindale. Call 828-395-2225. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 until 2, for supper 3 until 7. One of the Carolina's leading bark mulch manufacturers is Spindale Mulch. They carry double ground pine bark mulch, color-enriched hardwood mulch, topsoil, compost, premium potting mixes, aged pine bark, and best start garden soil. Also certified playground material mulch. These mulches are high-quality Appalachian bark that is blended for best performances. They also carry river rock, stone, and gravel. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturdays, 8 to 12. Call 287-3561, Spindale Mulch Company, 325 Spindale Street in Spindale.
Bam! That's the sound of the Chase High Trojans pounding the lines. It's also the call letters of brick and mortar marketing. Based in Rutherford County, BAM LLC is here to serve local retailers, even schools and churches, with on-site event support. With spin-to-win wheels, popcorn machine, our 8-foot inflatables Handy Randy and Barbecue, and MC and Facebook Live video support, BAM LLC can help make your event memorable. And be sure to watch for Bam Bam, the little truck that could, at the Forest City Christmas Parade, Sunday, November 27th. Share your photo of Bam Bam on our Facebook page for prizes. Call 713-9061 today. Go Trojans from BAM LLC.
At Vive, we're celebrating this season by giving our customers more. More speed and better Wi-Fi so more families and more devices can stay more connected with Vive's fiber-powered network. Now save more on our best internet with the Ultimate Vive Gig package for only $79.99 a month for the first 12 months when you autopay. Plus unlimited data, free installation, and Eero whole home Wi-Fi. Sign up today at vivebroadband.com and get more with Vive. Offer ends December 31st, 2023. Not available in all areas. Taxes and fees extra. Visit vivebroadband.com for all restrictions.
We'll welcome you back to WCAB Thursday Night Football with Rick and Randy, and we would like to tell you that the Griffins, they won their last game. That brings them to 2 wins for the season, and it does look as if they may make it to the playoffs this in 2 weeks. We have 2 games that were completed tonight. Both Chase and RS Central won tonight. They moved their games up. East Rutherford will play tomorrow night against Polk County, correct, Coach?
Correct.
They have Polk County at home, and they will be playing in their last regular season home game. And then the next week, which will be the 27th, that will be the last game that is held here in the county. Will be Chase. Chase will host RS Central, and that will kind of be like the second runner-up to the county championship. You know, the runner-up to that. So who has the bragging rights over that game? And from what I see, I mean, Chase had a big win tonight, but RS had a big win tonight too. So you know, it just really rolls down to some things that we thought maybe wouldn't happen, they've already happened.
That's true.
And so you never know on any given Friday night who could turn around and win the game, because sometimes those bounces and different kind of penalties and things that happen in a game, they don't go the way you intend them to go.
That's right. You know, start of the game is all about momentum as far as, you know, who's ready to play, who's, you know, each showed that against Chase when they played it. They jumped on them early and things like that. But this week and next week is really big as far as what could happen as far as playoffs. Right now, East stands in the driver's seat with what they've got. If they can beat Polk County tomorrow, they should be the second seed in the conference.
Well, that depends on what Hendersonville does with Brevard.
That's true.
And there could be like a three-way tie there. I'm not sure if that's the way
it could be a couple different ways too, because Chase has got 2 losses, and Polk County's got 2 losses. So it's according to the East and Polk County game, one of them will be out.
Yes.
And then, like I said, according to Hendersonville, if that happens to be Hendersonville,
if they can beat Brevard, that would give Brevard 1, but they'll still get the number 1 seed. And then that's going to determine who then would turn around and get the second seed, because then you have to figure it out, because Chase beat Hendersonville,
right?
And then Hendersonville beat East Rutherford.
If Chase beats RS Central,
that's the
key thing.
Right.
If they beat RS Central,
that is true. That's an if too.
So it's a situation that, you know, these 2 schools control their destiny of what could happen. But of course, like I said, if East wins, it pushes Chase out of the big block of second place, unless Hendersonville wins, and it could be a 3-way tie. And and
I know.
They beat each other. So then it's just going to go down to the best overall record, which would be Chase, or you never know what's going to happen.
To the conference record, which would then I don't know how their conference breakdown
it counts down who beat number 1 seed. So if Hendersonville did that, that'd be the next seed if that's the case. But it's it's a lot of things going. But the key thing is East is going to have to come out tomorrow night and just take care of business. If they can do that, they own their own destiny.
And then Chase will have to have their back up against the wall and defend their home.
Yeah, right. Then they could still, even if East won, they could still get at berth, later on, because 64 teams. I'm not sure how many 2A teams there are right now.
But you can't count RS out, because they had East Rutherford. I know I wasn't there, but they had East Rutherford on the ropes. I was keeping up with it.
They could have beaten them. That's true.
And they had them on the ropes, and East took care of Chase that night. I know that wasn't something that was expected, but. They handed it to them.
It was a battle at the end. They jumped out early, but it was a battle at the end. But kudos to them, because they did what had to be done at the end. And same thing.
Well, we talked about it. The team that wanted it the worst that night seemed like
right.
it was the team that won it.
Especially the first half, no question
and
off
so, that. It's going to boil down to who wants it the most next Friday night, and we'll get the pleasure of being able to see that.
That's right.
So
we'll know how East does tomorrow night. So when we come in the game next Friday, then we'll know exactly where everybody stands if whatever happens in the game for next Friday night.
So do you have any end of the game stats there, Coach?
Our end of the game stats off of here in the second half. Thomas Jefferson ran the ball for 141 yards, and they had 116 yards with 25 yards passing, and that is incorrect. They were 47 yards passing. So they wound up, overall they had 298 yards total offense, and Highland Tech had 269. All those big runs, so they kept running the ball and everything like that. But
they moved the ball well in between, like the 10-yard lines.
They did.
But they would get down inside the 10, and when I'm talking about the super red zone, then they would make mistakes.
Well, and Thomas Jefferson bowed their back a little bit. Mason hit some tackles in there too.
They sure did.
And still letting them go through the touchdown early on. They held them. Then the turns. Mistakes happen, penalties or turnovers, things like that made a big difference.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank Coach Hicks and Thomas Jefferson for having us here tonight and setting everything up. And that was Athletic Director Steve Jones, who was here, greeted us, and made sure that we had everything we needed here tonight. And we want to congratulate Coach Hicks for his second win here at Thomas Jefferson, and his staff, and all the players here at Thomas Jefferson too. So it was a good night for senior night. We had number 4. We had number 18, Santiago. Number 4, Noah Kimbrell. and we had number 44, Ben Skelton, and that was Desmond Santiago. They are seniors, and they played their last regular season game here in Harmon Stadium. And so we don't know whether they'll get to host or not. And I just want to also mention something, too, about Coach Grady Pope. He passed away last Friday. Man means a lot to a lot of people in Rutherford County for sports, and especially football at East Rutherford High School. I remember when we played in the alumni game against RS Central, and I probably had been about 1 year or 2 years removed from playing college football, and he got us down there in the end zone, and he gave us one of those bone-chilling, fired-up speeches that you wanted to run through the wall to attack. And I thought, this is an alumni game, and he's wanting us. I mean, he just fired you up. He was just.
Well, it was East versus Central now, so that made a difference.
I know, and it was. It was just playing on all those emotions.
Right.
And but he was a master at being able to motivate.
Oh, he was a great guy. I played against when he was coaching, and coached against when he came back and coached at East a little bit. But he was a great human being, a great coach, and I know that he was such a motivator and a leader for young men that he's going to be greatly missed.
Yes, and his funeral will be on Saturday at 2:00. And they will, I'm sure there will be some great honoring going on there for Coach Pope. And we're our prayers are with Miss Pope and her family, and we know that the East Rutherford family is hurting this past week, and because he was a great supporter. Well, I used to go to ball games on Friday nights with him, with Coach Smith and Coach Champion, and we would ride down and see somebody in the playoffs, on a Friday night, and they used to tell some great stories. They'd have me laughing so hard I couldn't hardly stand it. But he was a great man, and he inspired a lot of people, and a lot of people admired him for his what he did for young people there at East Rutherford and throughout the county too. So we want to tip our hats to Coach Pope and his family, and we want to send their prayers and their love to them.
Definitely.
So we're going to see you, or I'll see you next Friday. But I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, that's right.
Yeah, we're going to go eat. I'm hungry. So we're going to get together next Friday night, and we're going to cover the Chase and RS Central ball game over at Chase High School. And like I said, that's between Harris and Henrietta. And they call it Forest City, but it's not actually Forest City.
No, not even from Chase.
Yeah, well, it's south of Sandy Mush, so
that's right.
you got to call it what it is. And I made that trip down that road too many times. So
many times.
That's going to be exciting next week, because we know it's a county rivalry game, and there will be a lot of excitement, especially with the playoff implications being able to take place there. And we may not have touched all of the possibilities.
Oh, definitely not.
That
no.
are there.
We've got to look at it.
Yeah, we'll have to look at it. Maybe we'll have a better hold on things after East Rutherford plays tomorrow night and Hendersonville plays tomorrow night. So we'll be able to share a little bit more with you listeners. So we're going to sign off here, and we thank you for joining us here tonight at Harmon Stadium here at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy, as Thomas Jefferson defeats Highland Tech Rams by a score of 37-14. And we will see you next Friday as we come from Allen Stadium over at Chase High School, and where the Hilltoppers will be traveling down 221 to see if they can make that county battle theirs, or if Chase will be able to take it away from them. So we'll sign off here. And we thank you for WCAB and all of our sponsors. And we thank you for listening to the Rick and Randy Show here on Thursday Night Football for WCAB. I'm Ricky Millwood.
I'm Randy Page. May God bless you and lead you through next week.
And Coach Page will be signing autographs in the parking lot.
Like always, yes.
Good night.
Thank you so much for tuning in to high school football. Whoever tuned in onto our YouTube live stream, remember you can tune in to WCAB Live on YouTube and watch us on YouTube if you can't listen to us on the radio. But we're going to have a great game at Chase as they're going to take on RS Central. It's going to be a good game overall next week. We'll catch you next week with more high school football action then next Friday. Of course, tonight had to be rescheduled due to weather. But with all of that out of the way, we're going to have some music here with a little bit of a weather forecast as well, because you know what? Weather forecast gets me grooving. Here, 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
This is Kevin Pleasant here in the Blue Room taking a look at your weather forecast. Overnight tonight, mostly cloudy with lows getting down to around 51. For Friday, mostly cloudy with showers and isolated thunderstorms, high near 66. Could have some gusty winds at times up to 18 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. And overnight Friday, partly cloudy with showers and isolated storms. Low around 47. Chance of precipitation 60%. This is your weather forecast on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
I can't stay, yes I know, you know I hate to go, but goodbye, love was sweet, our worlds can never meet, so I'll cry just a little cause I love you so, and I'll die just a little cause I have to go away. Can't you see how I feel when I say love's unreal? So goodbye, it's been sweet, even though incomplete. So I'll cry just a little cause I love you so, and I'll die just a little cause I have to go away. Every night I still hear